Good morning and welcome to another day of lockdown, but not knockdown. I think that in these days we have become more aware than ever of an invisible enemy which is at work in the air. And that has very significant spiritual parallels, of course, because in Ephesians, Paul talks about the prince of the power of the air. It seems to be that's the devil's realm. He talks about in Ephesians chapter 6 that we don't fight against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers in heavenly places. That doesn't mean in heaven, that means in the air around us. So this coronavirus is kind of making us all of the more aware, and we know that with things like this mask we can protect ourselves and defend ourselves as a kind of armor against that invisible thing that's in the air. And we know that there's spiritual parallels to that as well. We have got the armor of God that we can put on, defensive armor, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation. But there's also offensive armor for attacking. There's offensive weapons, and that is the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. We speak our words into the air and they are powerful. Prayer is powerful and prayer is not locked down. Confession and declaration is powerful and it is not locked down. A few weeks ago I was asked to share my testimony, just a very brief 1-minute testimony similar to what I'm doing today, and I was one of about 25-30 people who were asked to just share a very brief testimony. And some friends who I used to work with in Media City in Salford, we're going to get that out on social media. They, over the Easter weekend, they have reached over 1 million people with those testimonies, and we're hearing results of salvations and things. Words are powerful. So I want to encourage you to use your weapons, use words, speak them into the air. That's how you fight your battles, in prayer, in declaration, in confession, in encouraging other people. Call somebody, speak to them, be thankful in your words, always be thankful, pray without ceasing, and let's fight our battles that way.